My name is Austin. I'm formerly known as Austin from Boston. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, fittingly. And the car I drove on the rally was a G80 M3 and also a Audi Q7 diesel, which we'll get into why I drove two different cars on this rally, I'm sure. In my life and some of the sacrifices that I've made in terms of growing my business and being able to have the access to things, be able to do the journeys that I wanted, I realized that the journey itself is what's most important, not necessarily the destinations we go to, but for this journey, the friends that I'm with and packing 4 people, some of my most wonderful people I love to spend time with together in the same car, hearing the stories, the banter, just the hilarious antics that go on, it means so much to me because when we talk about like what does OneLife rally mean, we talk about one life. That's the experience that I want to have. I want to be with my friends, be with the people, and it's a wonderful adventure to be on. So many cities, places, people to interact with, but inside the car, it just means so much to me to be with those people, even if it's only for a couple of days out of the year. That's what's so special. I think what surprised me the most is this journey really taught me more that it's not necessarily about the driving. It really is the journey much more for me. So for those who know me, maybe watch my own content, Valvetronic stuff, we're always making videos, making content on our exhaust. I'm always driving. So to me, the drive, no matter where you are, is not that special. But what's really special is the connections you get. The fact that you could really, I've been on every rally, so I can say this with confidence. This rally, you could sit at any table. It's not cliquey, people are friendly, you drive in any group, people will stop for you. It's not a one-man show, it's the whole family together. So when there was a problem or an issue, everybody stops to help, to see, I need jumper cables, I need this, I need that. Okay, I have this, I have that, he might have this. That's what surprised me most, is that's why I love this rally, is that interaction you have is something I didn't think to pick up. It's definitely something that surprised me. I'm like, this is what's most important. What made this experience unforgettable was there was a couple things. The first thing was the crowd in Sarajevo. I don't consider myself to be super famous or noteworthy. I'm just a guy who sells some exhaust. But what was so special was a bunch of people, they had printouts of my face or like some of my Instagram pictures, and they wanted me to sign them. That's something in America I've never gotten. I've gotten people ask me to take photos with them, but no one's ever gone through the effort to print out something to have me sign, which I think is really special because although for me the value is in the business and taking care of my people that work for me and being able to build a brand, it's very inviting to know that people around the world look at what we do with a smile and go, one day I hope to buy that car with that exhaust. So that makes me super happy. That was very special. And the next special moment was when we were in Slovakia and Otto and I looked on the map to find the most amped road we could, the most wild, curvy road that we could do street drifting on, allegedly, safely. But once we found this road and we drove the road for the first time, I was like, okay, this is gonna be awesome. So I said, Otto, you take me first. And it was that 45 seconds of going up the pass, sideways on every corner, transitioning beautifully. We had blocked the road, so there was no concern of cars coming up or down. It was the most, that's what I live for. Like those moments where it's like, all right, let's crank this. Let's make some incredible content and really enjoy the driving dynamics of whatever car we're in. That was the perfect road, the right people, the right car at the right time. It was just flawless. So I experienced that, and then being able to do it myself in the G80 when it was working was an incredible, incredible experience. So that was the most special moment and the most memorable thing for me, is the fact that how special the crowds are on OneLife, because you don't get that with other rallies, and how special it was being with Otto and the other people on that random road doing the sliding. So fun. That's part of the fun, but for me, whenever in the US for our content that we produce for Valvetronic, I'm always driving other people's cars, and a lot of the reason why people like to give us their cars is because they have a memory of them with that car. They can show, hey, this is my car showcasing this exhaust. It's very special. In turn, the owners themselves, they see sometimes like what I can do with a car, what Otto can do with a car, and they go, oh, I'd love to learn that. But to me, it's very special to be able to teach that person, hey, slide this, do this, use this mode instead of this. Here's the button. You got to hold the button for traction control so the car will actually slide. Those little things, make the ownership experience of that car more special because they can access more of what the car can actually do. So that to me is something that's very enjoyable, is to say, hey, here's how you do launch control. Here's how you can do a standing burnout in this car, whatever. Things like that, which crank up the excitement and enjoyment of that person and that vehicle. Makes it more special. I would say that that's calculated, but usually when you do like 360 transitions, you will initiate the car one way, catch it, and then as the moment of rotation comes across and you're straight, you throw the wheel completely and the car will do a full 360. But because there were so many people, I was a little disoriented, so my transition was the wrong direction because I had gotten it, and then when I kicked it back, the car spun back the other way really quickly, and I just didn't catch it fast enough. So that's why I went right towards the minivan, and fortunately, no damage, no issues. The cars are designed to handle this. There are people on the Nürburgring and stuff who have 70, 80,000 kilometers just pushing the car on the racetrack, so doing one spin is not going to hurt it, but it was definitely a oh shit moment. So was it you who was driving the van?
No, it was the Audi.
Okay, well I'm happy that he kept accelerating, because if he stopped, would have hit it. But in that moment, I was happy he was driving. He veered to the left a little bit, and we lived to die another day, but that was a little sketchy. Among the abundance of reasons to do the rally, there's a couple things that stand out. One, the fact that it really is a family-oriented thing, and I've been on every single rally, so I can tell you this. A lot of rallies are really good, but the combination of the destinations, the organization, the team is willing to help you. You don't have to wake up so early. Oh my God, every other rally company, why do we want to get up at 7 a.m. after we've been out all night? No one wants to do that. So make the rally start at noon or 1 o'clock, and then you drive for 3 or 4 hours. It's not about the drive, it's about the experience that you have with the people together. Highway bombing is not fun. The fact that we do a couple hours of driving, we have incredible dinners, we have everybody together, we go out afterwards, and then we don't have to wake up at the ass crack of dawn is why I love this rally, for me personally. Everybody can sing and dance about how special all the destinations are because it's in Europe and America, so nowhere near as pretty. But to me, the ability to really enjoy and not be pressured to have to keep up, have to race with everybody, I'm gonna miss something. There are so many stops along the way so everybody can regroup. It doesn't feel like you're pressured to get to places. When our car broke, we left the hotel. Everyone left the hotel at 8:30 or 9 o'clock. We left the hotel with a rental car with Bosnian license plates at like noon, and we still managed to meet with everybody in Pula. So the fact that you're able to catch up and it's not so pressured is what's so important to me. Because listen, anybody can drive fast, but it really is about the community, about the people, and about the adventure along the way. There are going to be troubles, people have car trouble, whatever. Everyone's here to help. You can sit at any table and feel very welcomed. You can drive with any group and feel welcomed. You don't have to wake up at the ass crack of dawn. I could go on, but that's the reason why I love this rally, and it's an adventure that I would do every year, because as special as other rallies are, this one definitely takes the cake for me. We talk about the level of intensity on the rallies. Sometimes some days are very short, sometimes days are very long. I must say, when the G80 broke and we had to figure out a solution, and we ended up getting this rental car, which was an Audi Q7 diesel, from the hotel. They brought us the car and they said it's going to be 800, 900 euros, whatever it was. I paid for it in cash, and then we just continued the adventure. That's my mentality with rallies. Like, you have to finish the rally no matter what. You can't quit. So having that car for all those kilometers for about half of that journey was really valuable, because it was very comfortable. The AC worked, fortunately, but hustling that big Audi 230, 240 kilometers an hour, where it was so easy in the G80 because the G80 is so fast, it's just so planted. But then in the Audi, you're a little floaty, and that was enjoyable because it was comfortable. It was maybe a more fitting rally car, but it definitely tested me because you can't make gaps, you can't do the maneuvers you can in that G80. And I mean, I think it was maybe 200 horsepower, maybe 300 foot-pounds of torque, 400 newton meters of torque. So it was relatively quick, but it took you a long time to get up to those speeds. But overall, it was challenging, but really, really rewarding for sure.